Knicks rehab.
Knicks rehab, y'all. Bleed. All ball. These goddamn Knicks. Night and day. Every day. What the hell is happening? Beat down them Rockets in the fourth quarter, 108-106. Kidding me? Kevin Durant had 30 points. Shit was trash, to be honest with you. 21 for Jabari Smith, 16 for Alperen Sengun. You are garbage. Ever since they started calling you Baby Joker, you've looked nothing but a joke. Trash. Fuck out of here. Way too soon. That's an example of when all ball goes crazy. And he's like, yo, why you guys keep just anointing guys out of nowhere? He's the perfect example. You're not there yet, buddy. 11 points for Tari Eason, 12 points for Thompson, 10 for Reed Shepard. None of y'all could guard the guard. Yeah. 20 points for OG Anunoby. Let's get to them Knicks. I'm sorry. 8 of 16 from the field and 4 minutes of action. Huh? Josh Hart, a minus 14 and a plus minus 6 points. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Kind of non-existent, to be honest with you. 1 of 7 from the field. Can't call him Carl after last night. Can't call him Carl after last night. We're brushing past that right now. No, we're not doing that.
Nigga, you going in and out. You ain't even know what I'm about to say, nigga. You going in and out. So can you please repeat? Please mind your business. Let me have my moment.
Why?
Your Wi-Fi is like mine. You're going in and out. We did not hear correctly Josh Hart's numbers. Can you please repeat it? That's all I'm asking.
Wait, you didn't hear it?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Did you hear it, Flea? I didn't hear it. It's like it went in.
Loud and clear.
I didn't hear it.
Repeat yourself, Fabian.
For the people that didn't hear me, my bad Wi-Fi, I apologize. Like
we won last night. He wanted to highlight Josh Hart's line. Go ahead, Fabian.
2 points.
We don't waste time because he can't hear. He got a box score in front of him. He can't hear.
Look, see,
what are we talking
6
about?
rebounds.
Go ahead, Fabian.
2 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for Josh Hart.
Nigga be worried
Josh
about
Hart.
own shit.
Come on now.
Interrupted again. I'm not going to repeat that. I didn't hear it, but go ahead, because now Fleet interrupted as usual.
Yo, pull a box score up on your phone, man, right in front of you. You know what, your box score right there. You need to know what Josh Hart had.
You know what? You 100% correct. I never even thought of that.
Box score right in front of you.
Go ahead, Fabian.
Big Cat officially stepped out with the Mad Lion. Boom. Don't pretend goon. How the fuck you say your name? He sunned you. Amazing work by Karl Anthony Towns yesterday in that fourth quarter, leading us back to victory after down like 10 or whatever the fuck it was. Amazing. And of course, 11 for Mikal Bridges. Get to him later. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. 20 for Jalen Brunson. He scored 8 of them points late in the fourth, closing it out, doing what he does. Clutch time, crunch time, big captain energy. Stop playing with me. 14 points for Landry Shamet. You kidding me? Yeah, he's on it. Yeah. Of course. You got Mitchell Robinson, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Yeah. He was minus 21 plus minus, by the way. Minus 14 plus minus for Josh Hart. And minus 10 plus minus for Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns led the way with plus 23. And in second place was Jose. Grand Theft Alvarado, 8 points. 4 assists, 5 steals. He's all over the place. 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. But it was just a matter of his defensive energy, all that we talked about, all that we ever were concerned with, as far as he's concerned, when we made that trade for games like this, because the Rockets are bummage. Let's be clear about that. 18 points was the biggest lead for the Rockets, 13 for the Knicks. Longest run we went on was 9 points throughout the game for either team, actually. There were only 2 lead changes. You can see here, 44 rebounds for the Rockets, 29 for the Knicks. What the hell? That seems off. That's the actual game stats. Is that real? 44 to 29 rebounding? Wow. 24 to 26 assists, the Knicks got the edge. 5 to 11, Knicks got the edge in the steals. Alvarado got 5 of them things. Rockets got 6-0 to the blocks. 19 turnovers for the Rockets, 11 for the Knicks. 47.5% for the Rockets, 49% for the Knicks. 38% from 3 for the Rockets shot. 38% the Knicks shot.
Should I read it to myself in my mind or read it out loud again? Because I have it pulled up. Can I read it?
if you're concerned about if that needs to be the highlight of tonight, then go ahead and do what you got to do.
Okay,
we won last night, so
right.
Go ahead and tell us what Josh Hart didn't do last night.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying, 27 minutes. Josh Hart had 2 points, 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 for 3, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. So I just wanted to read his stats. That's why I didn't hear him clearly.
Did we win?
Yes, great win. Great win. All right, just Fabian, I see a super chat up there. You want to read that before we get this going?
How thoughtful of you. We got 2. Well, we got 1 more. Amazement. Thank you for your $9.99. Shaq was saying has to make his presence felt. That's everybody's phone?
That's
your phone.
The alert for the
blizzard.
Snow, yeah.
Damn. Sorry, Amazement. That was just New York City doing this thing. Thank you for your $9.99. Shaq was saying Cat has to make his presence felt more in game. Not necessarily to be a killer. Both Shaq and Barkley were right. Not being nasty, but just needs to make an impact, not be so passive. We'll get to that in a second on Amazement. Thank you for your $9.99. Of course. Want to get react to the game first, then we'll get to the Cat Shaq comments, because come on now, that's the talk of the town. AllBall, what are your thoughts on this game last night? The comeback, Big Cat, Mad Lion.
Last night, to me that was a huge win and somewhat a must win. To come out the All-Star break and lose 2 games back to back would have been very that would have been bad. To already get beat down by Detroit and then have to come back and play Houston, who, some people have high praise for them, right? Still have Kevin Durant. They got one of the Thompson twins. You got Sengun. So they got a nice little cool, great coach over there. So for us to come out, show some resilience, be down 18 in the 4th quarter and just never give up. The style of basketball that we played yesterday, I love. Just the pace. Alvarado, listen, what he's done since he's been here is something we've been missing for I don't know how long. What he did on the defensive end, just being a pest, stealing the ball, just the energy, it was amazing. Last night was a huge win. Was a huge win. I don't know how Mike Brown would have got through the season if he loses that game last night, especially if we would have lost by 20 plus. Because for a moment, it was like, here we go again. Down 18. We just got blown out by Detroit. Back-to-back blowouts, that would have been difficult for him to explain. So I think last night, we played the right style of basketball last night. We have to know as a team, every team we play, it needs to be a different style of play. We can't play the same way against every team, right? So to watch Karl Anthony Towns, which we've all alluded to, we've been saying it for a while, go through the big guy. If we playing against a team that, to me, doesn't have great big men, great defending big men, why aren't we going through Karl Anthony Towns more often? And last night, like I said, Brunson was struggling early, and we went through Karl, and like I said, at the end, Fleece says this as well. We got the best close in the game. So it's like, to watch that play out last night, it was exciting. It was exciting. But someone said this, and I don't want to steal it. I forgot who it was. They said we are the most confusing team in NBA history. 1 minute we look like championship contention. The next minute we ready to blow this shit up. The next minute it's stressful. That's why it's called Knicks rehab, right? But I think last night the Knicks saved themselves and they saved Mike Brown. A couple players I don't think can be saved, a la Mikal Bridges, right? For me, I'm just being honest. I think he's waiting to get shipped out. I don't think he's happy. It's too much pressure for him. He's not built for New York. So I think what Karl and the crew was able to do last night, listen, they made us say, okay, and they kept us off Mike Brown ass. Because if we get blown out back to back, I think the Mike Brown firing amps up tremendously. So for me, I just love the style of basketball that we played last night. I love the effort on defense, the 50-50 balls, the scrapping. And I don't know what I can say or not say about Jose Alvarado. What he's meant to this team so far, just on the defensive end. Just imagine if we had 2-3 players that can just have that intensity and just that level, right? So for me, a must-need win. We got the W. And once again, we look like one of the most exciting teams in the NBA as far as watching. Because like I said last night, I was watching that game on the edge of my couch, and I was in here going ballistic. So just a great win. But for me, Mike Brown, guys like Mikal Bridges, it's just certain guys, I think right now they need to watch themselves, because once the season is over, no matter what happens, they're out of here. So great win last night. Great win.
What is Flea thinking? What is Flea's thoughts? I ain't get to talk to my brother about these Knicks in a couple of days, man. What are your thoughts about last night?
See OG Flea in the comments. What's up, Dad?
Yo, what's up? What's up, OG Flea?
Hey, Flea, just real quick. I'm just realizing what the chat is saying. Why does he have the bucket hat one? Like what?
Listen, man.
That shit just threw me off. I'm sorry.
God level shit. God level shit. You know, good win yesterday. Yo, after the other night, like my dad just said in the comments, this shit is getting stressful. Like, yeah, I'm keeping a cool booty, fly. Somebody said I got the silly ass smirk. Yep, it's gonna be right here, smiling. But it's hard to smile through some of this shit. This team is just, you're right. It's so confusing. It's so up and down. You have no idea. Like I told you, we have no idea who's gonna show up on a night in, night out basis. So it's stressful, but it's fun to root for this team because they just take you through every range of emotion that you could possibly have when you're watching a basketball game. But last night I just wanted to see how we was gonna respond. Right, everybody was hyped up. Everybody was gassed. Everybody was like so hyped to play against Detroit. We laid an egg, but we got to keep going. That ain't the only game for the rest of the season. We got more work in front of us, and to handle our business the way we did in the fourth quarter against the Houston Rockets was big. The Houston Rockets got some flaws on that team. They got some serious flaws on that team, and we might need to stop praising Udoka a little bit too much. He gets a lot of praise about being a really good coach, a great coach. That great coach word gets thrown around a lot because niggas like him. Like, he's a good coach. He's a good coach. But let's pump the brakes a little bit on how great of a coach, Udoka is.
Stay right there real quick. Stay right there real quick, please, because we saw some chinks in the armor when he went to the finals and they played drop coverage on Steph Curry. And I said, who the fuck doesn't know to touch Steph Curry all series long? That is the stupidest scheme you could ever put on a shooter, specifically the best shooter of all time. And now we see this, Kevin Durant complaining still with his burner accounts, firing his whole organization. Yeah, we see that, Kevin. Don't you regret coming to the Knicks, you fucking bum? Sorry, Flea. Had to get out there.
Nah, because we were up early in that game. We were up like 13 early in that game. And then they come back, and then we were down 1 at halftime. By the half, I thought we were right in the game. And then obviously we have those shit third quarters where we just come out and play with no energy and we just not focused. I thought Alvarado was great down the stretch, but I just thought who we were defensively as a team. He led that, but just as a team, he was great defensively. Like, we just got stops. We made it difficult for them. And Houston's going to beat themselves a lot of times too. Like I said, them guys was playing great all the way up until that third quarter. That third quarter, it just seemed like they went away from everything that they was doing to get to get up on us. So I may need to change how I think about that Houston team because I don't know if they're going to be really for real in the playoffs. But the Knicks, man, like I said, to be able to bounce back against Detroit, that's another bad loss to them. And not stay in that moment, understanding we got to keep going. We got to get another win. We got to get back on track. I thought it was great. I was happy last night coming out of that game. But for me, it's a game by game basis with this team. Even if we put together 2 wins tonight, we got Chicago tonight. Even if we win tonight, I still got to see how we're going to show up in the next game. Because I just can't attach myself to the team that shows up to last night and then who shows up tonight. It's just it's too up and down, entirely too up and down. And that's a team thing now. That's a team thing now. Yeah, it's on the players. but I think Mike Brown just kind of overcomplicated a lot of things with us this year. Everybody, aside from Karl Anthony Towns, seems comfortable, and I say air quotes because in a night in, night out basis, Mikal Bridges disappears. Like you said, Josh Hart was non-existent last night, and we found a way to win that ball game. So I like that the players are finding and digging in themselves to like play up into another level. But like we got to figure some things out come playoff time, man. The inconsistencies can't happen. We got to figure out who we are as a team. OG just said we got to play different every night. That is true. But damn it, like we have no identity. Like we don't know who we're gonna be every night. Like, yeah, you got to change up the game plan, but you got to know, yo, this is who this Knicks team is. We have no idea who they are. No clue. So, and for me, I thought Cat was the best player on the floor last night. From start to finish. I thought he was the best player on the floor for us last night. Brunson struggled early. Obviously, down the stretch of the game, he hit some big shots and was able to help us close the game. But Karl was part of that, getting us back in the game. Alvarado was part of that, getting us back in the game. Shamet was part of that, getting us back in the game. Like, there was some key, like, guys that was getting us back in that game, and Karl was definitely the best player on the floor last night. If he could just continue to add to that. He played well last night, and I understand, like, you play well. You put together a good game, and maybe I'm going ahead, Fabian. You're not ready for this, but I can understand why the conversation between him and Shaq was a little contentious. Because I think Karl knows that. It's not like he doesn't know that he has to play at a high level for us to win. He doesn't. It's not like he didn't know what Shaq was saying. I think it was coming right off of a good game, knowing that he was the best player on the floor last night, and now you telling me I got to take my level of player. He was right. Not saying Shaq wasn't right, but the timing, I think people forgetting that, he just came off a great game, bounce back win. He was the best player last night, but now you talking to me about, I got to be consistent. Tonight I was great. So I understand both those guys. I was happy about the win, and we just got to start stacking days again because this team is too inconsistent for me to like fall in love with them off of a win last night.
We'll get to that Shaq and Cat thing in a second because don't even let me forget that they sound like Knicks rehab. Stop. Like, enough is enough with that shit. But so super glad that Cat was quoted by Mike Brown, Mike Brown quoted Cat saying, like, yo, he started that fourth quarter and he was vocal, like, yo, we could win this game. It starts with defense and whatnot. And Cat echoed that in the post-game conference. We'll get to that in a second. But you're right, Flea. From beginning to end, he looked like the best player because he saw food. And that's what we talk about. Yo, dog, if you could bust this dude's ass, you're supposed to kill him. Every team, we always say that about, like, who's on the court right now? Yo, Cat, kill him. What are you doing? You don't go to the outside. And I thought of Flea immediately when fourth quarter comes out and Cat's just going one-on-one with Sengun. You're going to get the help in the paint. That play where Cat just leading him, funneling him to the paint. He knows he's going to get the help. Double team. Sengun has no choice but to kick it to the corner. And Alvarado is so fucking smart. He goes, you can't kick it to the guy on the wing. You got to give it to that guy on the corner. That's the only option left unless you hold on to the ball and just stay out of bounds, which you should have done. But nobody's going to do that shit. And Alvarado stole that pass, started another transition play. He was amazing last night. And again, Alvarado's not somebody that we should rely on ever. But the fact that he makes those plays, those are the things that become championship efforts because we don't have to rely on that. But if everything else is going good and all of a sudden you got that to worry about, this shit makes everything so it just, you know how it is. Even if it's a video game, I don't care if it's chess, you know when you have to worry about something else after you're going through this rigmarole of a mental battle throughout 47 minutes. And this motherfucker just lurking. It was amazing. Kevin Durant folding the way that he did. All them burner accounts you got, dribbling the ball out of bounds, Papa. Maybe you weren't meant for the Garden. Like, at some point, we got to talk about how some superstars fold and continue to fold. It just is what it is, bro. You weren't meant for that, probably. I don't know. I don't want to shit on them, but I'm gonna shit on them because you didn't choose to come here, bro. So for me, seeing all of that, seeing Cat doing this thing. Josh Hart obviously had a bad game, but I think that came from just the up and down of it, Flea and AllBall. When you guys saying we have to be a different team every night. Well, those two guys who we can lead into now with the Shaq commentary and about Karl Anthony Towns and him going back and forth. And I don't want to say it was unnecessary. I think Shaq is Shaq, but how I don't think it's easy to go in every game with a different game plan. Obviously, if you know this is your best player, whoever it is at any given time, whether it's Kawhi Leonard, Joker, you know we're going to him. He's the number one option. He's the number one playmaker. He's going to make something happen. But with this team, it's not necessarily that. It's some college shit. Yo, at any given time tonight, someone can be a star. And obviously, Karl Anthony Towns doesn't want to be a star. And because of that, last night, look, Alvarado became a fucking superstar. You know what I mean? Like on the court for that game. And it's going to be a game-by-game basis where we have to figure out the biggest moments are going to be okay for us. Because the more pressure we put on you in Madison Square Garden, you see what happens with Kevin Durant. Don't tell me that the Garden heat don't mean nothing, bro. You can't tell me that shit. That New York fucking crowd, it means something. That fervor that we took the Mecca, it means something. The crowd is a superstar in the Garden. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.